Okay, great. Yeah. So, hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Good evening.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. So, hello everyone. I am Piyush Vairade, the course instructor for DBMS course. And in the first session, we are going to discuss about the course introduction part. So, what we are going to cover in this course for SQL part, what needs to be done. So, we'll discuss that. And after that, if you have any doubt regarding the course content, you can ask. Okay. Okay. Great. So, this live sessions are streamed on YouTube. So for DBMS, we have a separate YouTube channel. So you can just go to that. You can find out all the previous term live sessions also on that particular channel. Also, this current live session is also streamed on that channel only, right? So I already shared the link on the discourse regarding this. I'm sharing it here also, so you can simply go through this channel. Okay. Anyway, you are going to get the YouTube links in the calendar itself, but if not there, if link is not there, then you can simply visit this particular YouTube channel. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. RGK this side. Sir, is this session being recorded on YouTube? Because above it's showing streamed online, but I think it's not being recorded.
No, no, it is streamed only. Streamed. It means so after the session also you can watch the session video. So it will be available on YouTube. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Sir, there are no TS sessions showing on calendar. Will that be updated later?
No, no. Just check next week, starting from 19th, Sunday.
Okay, starting from 19, still no DBMS. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
They're
yes, yes,
available,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes, they
Yeah.
are available.
So we have two instructor session Thursday and Friday. So Thursday 6 to 8 and sorry Thursday 6 to 8 and Saturday 9 to 11. And we have two TA sessions. So first on Sunday and then on Tuesday. So every Sunday and Tuesday timing is 6 to 8. Yeah, for Sunday and for Tuesday let me check. Yeah, 6 to 8 only. Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank you.
So we have two instructor, two TA sessions like this. Okay, so let me discuss about the course first. I hope everyone has gone through the course content.
Yes, sir, week one video is done.
Yeah, okay. So week one is just the introduction part. So we don't have much content in that. Whatever the terminologies we have discussed in this particular week, so that anyway we are going to discuss in detail in the upcoming weeks. Okay. So this is about week one. Here you can see course introduction part. And if you want to see the calendar, here you can see calendar for this course. So please add this calendar to your Google Calendar. Okay. So that you can get the notification regarding the live sessions. So you can see the grading document and all those things. So, but please do add this calendar to this course. Okay. Then you can just go through this particular links. Then you can see this week one. Please go through this week one content, and then we have something PostgreSQL resources unit. Now, what is PostgreSQL? We'll discuss that. So in this course, we are going to use PostgreSQL as our DBMS system. Okay. So we have other thing like MySQL, Oracle also, but we are going with the PostgreSQL. It's open source and easy to use. Okay. So we are going to focus on the PostgreSQL part. Also, for all the installation and everything is there inside this particular resource unit. So you can simply go through this resources from instructors. Yeah. So if you go through this, yeah. So here you can see data set, but first you need to download the PostgreSQL and the pgadmin, that is GUI tool for PostgreSQL. Okay. So the process is mentioned here as well, or I can quickly show you the demo also how you can install this particular PostgreSQL. Okay. So very important part. So we are going to do practice on this PG admin from the next week. That is from week 2 and week 3. Okay. So please before that, please install the PostgreSQL. If you face any issue, you can just simply go to this course. First, search about the PostgreSQL any query we have, because many student may have the same query, so we already resolved that. So please first search for this thread, or you can simply tag us, or you can post your screenshot on the discourse also. Okay. So this is regarding the instruction part. So please download the PostgreSQL, or anyway at the last I will show you how you can download or install the PostgreSQL. Okay. Then once you have downloaded, you need to load the different data set. So how to load a data set is using pgadmin. So here you can see. So this thing you need to follow first one once you install the PostgreSQL. Okay. So please follow these steps. Then you can see here data set here. Yes. Any question? Yes, Priyanshu.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. I have one question.
Huh?
So actually, I have installed this using VS Code extension. So I'm using this PowerShell, and
Okay.
from I have installed. So then in that I can actually it was working for me, but I wanted to check. Then even then there is a requirement to install this Postgres.
No, no.
If I
If you are familiar with that, and you can use that, and not an issue. Yeah. But in
okay,
the
sir.
live
Thank
sessions,
you.
we are going to use PG admin. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank.
So here,
So,
yes,
So what we have to install?
sir,
PostgreSQL.
so like the quiz one question will be about SQL or Postgres commands. Like, will Postgres command be asked in quiz one or
I,
quiz two
I will
will
I
be?
will come to that once we discuss about the course content. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. We'll discuss that also. Yeah. So these are the four data set. You can see university. So if you go through week 2, week 3, all the SQL code, or you can see examples given in the slides, is based on the university database. Also, if you refer to our standard reference book, that is what we have mentioned here, a DBMS by Silberstadt and Korth. This particular book. In this book also, the database which used for the practice purpose is university database only. Okay, so we can install this university database, or anyway you can just go to this website DB book. Just type SQL. So here you can see online interpreter. So all the, like, you can just go through this link. You can find out the ebook copy of this particular DBMS, like the reference book. Okay, and also all the code that is given in this particular book is based on the university database, and you can just simply run it here. So you can see the schema for university. Okay, so you can use this particular URL for a practice purpose, or the best way, you can download the PostgreSQL, you can load this university database. Okay, and then you can practice. Okay, that is also fine. So I am going to share this one. So we are going to use this from the next week, week 2 onwards. So anyway you can go through. So let me share this.
So we don't have to download SQL.
No, no, you have to do that. I will come to that. Okay. Because if you see the other data set, LIS, FLIS, and eShop, for this you required the database system, right? University is already loaded here, but for these three, this is a custom database that we have created for practice. And in the OP also, you can expect a question based on these three database: LIS, FLIS, and eShop. So I will discuss what is OP, what is the syllabus for that. Okay, so this is about the SQL part, PostgreSQL. So you need to install, and you need to load this all the four data set. Okay, before the second week, so that we will start with the second week practice. Okay, so this is
So we
about.
have to download only Postgres and these four data sets
Yeah, so just
for
go
this
through this.
course.
Yes, just go through this particular resources, and you can see instruction for downloading the PostgreSQL. Okay, you can download.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And at the last, I will show you how to download this quickly. Okay, don't worry. But same steps are there. Okay, so this is regarding the PostgreSQL and the resources that we have provided. You need to load all the four database. Okay, in the PG admin. Okay. or if you are using the command line, also you can do that. So we have a tutorial for that, or I think here also we have provided the instructions. Yeah, using command prompt, you can do that as well. Yeah. Okay. Great. So
Sir, one question. In
uh,
OPV exam, do we have to install these databases
no,
or
no.
we will be given?
For OP, for practice assignment part, for grade assignment part, we have a inbuilt SQL editor in the portal. So you can see week 2, week 3, we have a graded assignment SQL thing. So there you will get the inbuilt SQL thing, like what you have done in Python, right? So similar interface you are going to get for
Okay,
SQL
sir.
as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
For OP, you don't need to install anything. Okay, don't worry. But for practice purpose, we want this PG admin. Yeah. Okay. Great. So this is about the course. Let me discuss the course content first. Then we'll come back to this PostgreSQL part. So see here. Okay, is my screen visible?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir, it's not
No.
visible.
This
Now it's
white.
visible.
Now it's visible.
Okay, great. So see, it's a 12-week course, week 1 to 12, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the week one, it's just the introduction to a course. So already you have gone through the content. So intro to DBMS. So you can simply go through this particular week content. There is nothing much to discuss. Then we have week two and week three. Very important part, SQL part. So in week two, we are going to discuss a basic SQL part, and in week three, we are going to discuss intermediate and advanced level SQL part. Okay. So week 2, week 3 is completely based on SQL. Then we have week 4, that is based on database design concept. We are going to start with this particular week 4. So in that, first we are going to discuss about the ER diagram part. Okay. So ER diagram part, we are going to discuss it in the week 4. Also along with this, we have something called relational algebra, and then we have relational calculus, that is TRC and DRC part, tuple relation calculus and domain relation calculus. So this is the week 4 content. First we will discuss about relational algebra and TRC and DRC. I think lecture 4.1 to 4.2 or 4.3. So first 2 3 lectures are there. Then we are going to start with the ER diagram part. Okay. So this is the first 4 week content, and for quiz one, the syllabus is week 1 to 4. Okay, for quiz one, the syllabus is week 1 to 4, and you can see here focus is mostly on these 3 weeks, week 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you can expect simple 1 mark question or one question from this week one, but focus is mostly week 2, 3, and 4. Question is no SQL, mostly it's MCQ, MSQ. Question based on SQL only, but you don't need to write the code. It's how it happens for other courses, MCQ, MSQ, and NAT type of questions. Okay.
Sir,
Huh.
so for quiz one, this question will be based on only SQL queries or like the Postgres command also.
Uh, Both, everything. As how we can
Everything.
create table, constraint data types, everything. SQL and
Okay.
ER diagram part, and this one, week 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So this is about the week one. It's a objective type only. Because we are going to test your SQL knowledge in OPE exam. Okay, this is about the week 1 to 4. Then we have week 5 and 6. Week 5 and 6 deals
Quiz
with the
1, what is weightage of week 1? Week 1 weightage in quiz 1.
week. See, we don't have a fixed weightage, but from week 1 you can simply expect one question or 1 mark question from this. That's it. Okay, focus
Okay,
more
sir.
on week
Thank you.
2, 3, and 4. Okay. So what is week 5 and week 6? So once we know about the SQL, once we know how we can create the table, then we can focus on how we can design the database, right? So in week 5 and week 6, we are going to discuss about the database design concept. For example, normalization. Then we have decomposition, normalization, decomposition. All those things we are going to discuss in week 5 and week 6. So database design concept. Then we have week 7. Again, programming part is there in week 7. That is basically web fundamentals. We have given the name Web Fundamentals, but we focus more on what? Python database connectivity, Python DB connectivity. So in week 2, week 3, we learn SQL. So we use a GUI tool for querying the database or creating a table, right? But here in week 7, what we are going to do, whatever the SQL query that we are going to execute, we are going to first connect the DB using Python, and then we are going to execute through Python. Okay. So how to connect a database using Python? So that is what we are going to discuss in week 7, and very important in the context of OPE, because if you see for OPE, that is online proctored exam, the syllabus is what? Week 2, 3 and 7, week 2 and 3 and week 7. So week 2 and 3 is all about SQL, and week 7 is all about this Python and DB connectivity. Okay, so the question will be based on these 3 weeks, and the question from this particular topic is mandatory to get the OP, to clear the OP. Okay, so very important week. So simple one. If you know your Python concept, if you remember your Python concept, that's it. Nothing much required. Database concept is not there in this Python DB connectivity. So simple one. And don't worry, if you, even if you attend simply 1 or 2 live sessions that we are going to conduct, so that will be more than enough for this week 7. Okay, so please do attend the live session, or even if you can watch the previous live session also, that is also fine. Okay, so for this week 7, I will strongly suggest you please watch the live session, either what we are going to conduct, or you can watch the previous session as well. But without,
So week 7.
yeah, week 7. Without live session, very difficult to clear the OPE exam. Okay, so please do watch the live session for week 7. So week 7 is about web fundamentals. We focus more on Python database connectivity. Then week 8 is basically a storage part, right? So up till now we have discussed SQL, how we can create table, then database design concept, then how to connect database using Python. Then week 8 is storage part. Here we are going to discuss a storage part. Then we start with week 9, some data structure part, B tree indexing, B plus tree or indexing part, indexing and hashing part. And then in week 9, sorry, week 10 and 11 is basically what? Transaction. Then concurrency control, all those concepts related to transaction we are going to discuss in week 10 and 11. And week 12 is just a summary. There is query optimization, one important topic. That's it. So we are going to focus on this query optimization part. This is the only topic we are going to discuss. That's it. So this is about the week 12. Any question up till now what we have discussed or regarding the course content?
Sir, how much difficulty will be for OPP?
No, we are not going to ask a simple, sorry, a difficult question. If you practice the GPA and practice and data assignment question, also the mock question that we are going to release 1 week before the OPA, then that will be good enough. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And the passing criteria is 35% overall plus this week 7 question. Okay, so already mentioned in the grading document, you can simply go through that. Yeah, any question? Yes.
OPPs. Two or
Sorry,
one.
only
There will
one
be two.
OP. No, only one OP is there.
Only one.
Yeah. So
Okay, sir.
OP second is basically for those who failed the first OP. Okay, for them only we conduct the second OP. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Arjik. Yeah.
Sir, thank you for giving me the chance. Sir, can we apply for any job or an internship after completing this SQL course of 12 weeks?
Wait, we'll discuss after this. Okay, let me complete the course content part. Yeah.
Okay, sir,
Yeah.
because I had just one thing that there were some courses or some competitions also mentioned in the document regarding the lead code or hacker rank courses that I don't know matlab, they were asking for some uh,
No, no, that is
some
for placement activity you are saying, right?
okay,
Placement
might be
activity
some.
points, right?
Yeah,
Might be there.
activity 150, activity
Activity,
Yeah.
yes,
B.
sir. The activity point.
Yes, yes. So what you can do along with week 2 and 3, once you have completed week 2 and 3 and you know the SQL part, then you can start doing challenges on Hacker Rank. Okay, regarding the SQL. So Hacker Rank, then we have other platform as well. So there is some point regarding that. So yeah, after week 2 and week 3, you can start attempting doing that. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir, I mean, it can help us in, securing at least the internships for this data analyst role or data science role.
The SQL part is required everywhere. Maybe a programming, it may be a data science. So SQL is required everywhere. Okay. So yeah, if you have a SQL knowledge, then you can try it out. So if you talk about data analysis, if you say so, SQL and Python is required. Okay, both the things are required.
Okay,
Yeah, SQL is everywhere. Okay, don't worry. So very
okay. Thank you,
important.
sir.
Yeah. Then we yes, Mohammed Mishkat. Yes. Any question?
Yeah, hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I have, like you said, after week 7, where will the OPE will the questions of the OP will be based on the week 7 content,
Yes.
and it is about Python and DB connectivity. So, are
Yes.
we going to get the questions just like we got in our Python course, where it was more about logic and algorithms, or is it going to be based on specifically just to connect how we can connect different connectivities with Python using Python to DB?
Yeah, see, in this in OP we have two questions, so you have to solve any one question out of two questions, right? So one question will be easy. Easy means what? You need to simply connect to a database using Python and run a simple SQL query. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So simply
Okay.
connecting a database using Python, run simple. You need to execute simple SQL query. That's it. In second question, little bit difficult. Difficult means what? Whatever the output you are going to get after running that particular query, for example, I want to find out the name of a player who scored more than 30 runs. Let's say, for example, Virat is there. Virat is the output of SQL query. Now I want to
Mhm.
find out how many vowels are present in this particular string. So that is basically a
Okay.
simple Python based question. That's it. We are
Got it.
not
Got it.
checking
Thank
your
you, sir.
Python knowledge. We are only checking whether you know how to connect a database using Python and do some simple manipulation. If there is number, for
Understood.
example, 30, then maybe find out the cause of this particular 30. Simple one. Okay, just one or two extra steps are required once you get the output.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so that's why I suggest you to watch the live session before the OP or for week 7. So just one or two live session will be good enough for this one. Yeah.
Week 7 mandatory question is of how many marks?
So that is total OP is for 25 marks and mandatory question is of 5 marks there. Okay.
Okay,
So
30,
we'll
30 marks, no?
no, no, total 25. Out of 25, 5 marks is there for mandatory question. This one, Python DB question. Okay.
Okay,
So you
sir.
can expect
Thank you.
20% weightage is there because if you convert this to 100, so it is 20% weightage. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, how many questions will be asked in OPE?
See, in OP, there will be 7 question based on SQL,
Okay.
2 question based on Python DB, out of which you need to solve any one question from this one. Okay. Any one. So total
There
eight
will be
question we
only
have to
one.
solve.
Uh,
Yes.
there will be only one OPE for DBMS, right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If you fail OP, then only you will get the chance for OP2. That's it. Yeah.
I don't get you. You said if you fail OPE, then you will get a chance for OPE2.
So if you see grading pattern, we have only one OP exam. So if you are not able to clear, for example, 35% criteria, or if you are not able to clear this week 7 question, then you will get one more chance. Okay,
Okay,
OP,
okay,
yeah, next week. That's it.
okay. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Uh, yes. Yeah, so this is about a 12 week course. So focus on Python and database design part, and then we have at the last some indexing, hashing, and transaction part. So if you see this entire syllabus of DBMS, like DBM is required in data science field also, in programming also. It's not like that it's offered in diploma in programming. So you are focusing for this only. No, if you see a first 6 weeks, it's required everywhere. In even in data science, you require a concept of normalization. SQL anyway, it's required. Data set, database design also is required, right? So first 6 weeks very important. If you uh, go to any interview, any competitive exam, anywhere, this first 6 weeks are very important. Okay, when we talk about DBMS, this is what actual DBMS is. First 6 weeks, and then we have a later part, that is this 3 weeks, indexing, hashing, and transaction part, again very important. Okay, so if you say any interview or any competitive exam, this first 6 weeks and these 3 weeks are very important. Okay, so try to focus on these particular things. Yes, any question? Arjit, you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yes, sir. I was just interested, sir, to know that is there any specific reason to use PostgreSQL in the course?
No, see, MySQL, Oracle, we can use anyone, but Postgres open source now, and it's more advanced than other SQL, so it's more powerful than other SQL. So that's why we went for a PostgreSQL. But you can use anyone, MySQL, Oracle. Uh, we have PostgreSQL also. The only difference is what, the syntax. Okay, syntax is also minor syntax in few cases, but most of the things are
Yes.
same only.
Right, sir.
Yeah. For example, if I
Yes, sir.
want to find out a first five names, so in that case, you need to use some limit, one in limit five, uh, for in case of PostgreSQL, but in MySQL, you can use a top five like this. Okay. So only in few cases there is minor difference in syntax, but almost everything is same. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's basically, sir, the reason of my me asking this question was I was actually searching for some options to download some database management system. So
Huh.
I found only the two that are actually leading the market. The first one was MySQL,
MySQL. Huh.
and the second one was PostgreSQL.
Huh.
So I was just surprised that like MySQL is there. I mean, but we are going for PostgreSQL. That was just a curiosity.
No, no, it's open, so that's why we are going for this one. Once you know
Okay, sir.
SQL, you can apply any DBMS, not an issue. Yeah.
Sir,
Sir,
what do
is
you
there any?
mean by open source and what is the advantages of open source?
See, it is free to use, but in MySQL, it will charge for few features. That's the only thing. It's a community based DB.
Yes, sir. Even I also read, sir, that PostgreSQL is gaining popularity above MySQL in the last few years.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why we went for PostgreSQL. Yeah. And this PostgreSQL comes with a PG admin. Again, you can do a lot more things using this GUI tool. Okay, so we'll try to do that. Okay.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you.
Sir, I
Uh,
have a question. Sorry, SQL is a query language,
hmm.
but like what I can say about MySQL or Postgres, what are these things?
See, we when we talk about the DBMS, we are generally talking about relational database. Okay,
Relational data, yes, sir.
relational database management, it is RDBMS. So we have two types of data. First one is structured, and other one is unstructured. Right?
Yes, sir.
Structured, unstructured data. So when we talk about structured data, we are generally storing a data in tabular format.
Yeah,
Tabular means we have a table.
relations.
Yeah, we have something columns like this, C1, C2, C3. Then we have a corresponding rows for that. So this is what relational databases. We are storing a data in multiple tables like this, and these tables are linked to each other by a different attribute. So we generally call it as foreign key. Okay, so we'll discuss what is foreign key is. Okay, so it used to maintain the referential integrity of all these tables, right? But why we store data in multiple tables, again we are going to discuss that in week 5, in week 6, so don't worry about that. As of now, just understand we are storing the data in tabular format, having columns and rows. That's it. And there are
Uh,
many tables which are linked to each other like this.
Actually, sir, what I was asking that SQL is the query language and that runs the SQL engine that fetches the information.
Yes.
But compared to that, what is these MySQL or
Yes,
PostgreSQL?
I'm
What are
coming.
these
I'm
things?
coming to that only. Yeah. Okay. So this is about the structured data. So relational DBMS, right? So whenever we want to fetch a data from this particular database, relational database, we use structured query language, that is SQL we have.
Yes, SQL.
But when we talk about unstructured, say for example, files, images, or JSON files like this, so we go for no
No
SQL.
SQL.
Okay. So we'll
Yes, sir.
discuss after. We are not going to focus on this NoSQL in this course, but very important. You can explore this. So we are only focusing on relational database. It is a structured data, right? So now about the SQL part. So this is a structured query language is used to interact with the database. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what I said, interact with the database management system. So SQL is used to inter. Okay, go with the spelling. Interact with database management system. And what is this? MySQL is DBMS.
Okay.
MySQL, PostgreSQL, these all are DBMS. Okay, Oracle DB. So all are this relational database management system. Okay, and we are using SQL to interact with this system to get the data.
So these are kind of software.
Yes, you can say a software. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, we can say like what Replit was to Python, this MySQL PostgreSQL are to SQL.
No, see,
No.
no. Replit we are using, it's a third party to connect the Python. It's a entire database engine, right? This MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, right? If you know about SQLite, SQLite is not a database. Okay, it supports the syntax of SQL, but it is not an actual real database. So MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, these are the database. Okay, so you can explore about a relational database system, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and SQL is the query language we use to interact with the database, right? So we are storing the data in tabular format. So if I want to retrieve what those data, or if I want to add some data into a database, so we use SQL for that. And how we are storing data, where we are storing this data, in this DBMS. Okay, so this is what it is.
Okay, so this is the storage management. Sorry, uh, s- how we are storing the data is the part of this
uh,
Postgres or MySQL, and SQL is just fetching for fetching the data.
Not a storage management, you can say database engine, database system, okay, which we are using here. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so how we are storing a data, that is a different thing. We'll come to that afterwards. Okay, so as of
Okay.
now you understand, we have a different relational database management system. SQL is used to interact with a DB, that's it. Okay.
Sir, is it like a server? We request something and
Huh.
manipulate something.
Yeah, you can say like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, great. So that's why we like whatever the application we build, right? For example, whenever you fill the form on any website, for example, applying for IITM BS degree, right? So whenever you fill any form, your name, your any age or any info, and when you click on submit, your information gets stored in this particular DB like this. Okay, and then we can fetch your data from that. So that's application related part. So we have one uh, lecture on this in week 7. Okay, so we'll discuss that also in week 7. So whatever we have discussed in week 1 is just the introduction to a course, and all the terminologies you might getting confused. So we are going to discuss that in detail in the further weeks. Okay, so yeah, this is about the course content. Anyone, any question? Okay.
Uh,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir. I have two. The
uh,
first is, so are we also going to cover? I know it's going to cover AWS or Microsoft Azure first, and second is how hard SQL queries are to learn. I mean, is it like difficult to learn, or just
No,
the
no,
I won't say it's
simple
easy,
one.
but okay.
If you understand the syntax and the logic is that's it. Syntax and logic part only.
Okay, and are we going to discuss anything about the these
Sorry,
days
your voice was
bigger?
breaking. Are we going to? After that, I miss you.
Sorry, is it okay now?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, so are we also going to discuss about AWS and Azure, Microsoft Azure in upcoming weeks?
No, no. That's the cloud service. We are not going to discuss those things.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. If you want, if you are interested in that, I can provide the resources or labs for that also. Not an issue.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it necessary to take notes for week one
Sorry.
theoretical part?
Notes. Yes.
Is it necessary to take notes in week one because it's mostly theoretical?
Yeah, so we already provide the important things in the supplementary content. So just go to supplementary content. I think we have released or not. I don't know. In the supplementary content, you can see in the slides folder there is quiz one summary slides. So in that we have week one slide. So that is good enough. Okay, you don't need to
Okay,
make
sir.
notes for week one, but week after week one, definitely you need to prepare. Okay.
Okay, sir. So after week one, most of the lectures will be like application based, like
Yes.
it's like a tutorial.
Not tutorial, but yeah, we are going to discuss about SQL part and all those things. So you need to take the notes. For week one,
Okay,
just go
sir.
through those slides. So that will be more than enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, I have two questions. First one, when will the second week content release?
Friday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Uh,
Okay. And second is, are you gonna discuss week one in this session? Like there are some terms which is not like schemas and keys
yeah. See,
discussed.
schema. Yeah, we can discuss that. But anyway, we are going to discuss that thing in detail in the week two and week three. Okay. So
Okay.
today, if we have time, we can discuss that also at the last. Or anyway, Saturday session is for that only. Entire week one summary. Okay.
Okay. So what is the purpose of today's session? I just want to
The
ask
course
this.
introduction part. What is
Okay.
required about the PostgreSQL and installation, those things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You, if you have doubt, you can ask at the last. No issue. Yeah.
So are you gonna perform installation of PG admin
Yes.
there?
Yes. I will show you after this.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So in the post GRE SQL
Uh,
website, it's showing multiple latest versions. So
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I will come to. No, any
yeah.
version above 14 you can install.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any question based on the content? What we are going to learn in this course?
No, sir.
Okay. Great.
So one general question. So
Uh,
to get an full stack developer internship. So what are the things that I should learn?
okay. First learn the concept of DBMS. Then like what are the courses we have? Mad 1, Mad 2. That is good enough. If you see the project of Mad 1, Mad 2, that is basically that only. Okay. So if you want internship in that, so DBMS Mad 1, Mad 2 is highly required. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
yeah, DBMS is a co-requisite or prerequisite for Mad 1, and then you can do Mad 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. So this is about the course content part. Yes, Roshni.
So both Thursdays and Saturdays are weekly live recaps, is it?
Yes, instructor sessions. Yeah.
Okay. So same thing will be done on both days, or it will be split.
No, no, no. This is just a week one, so that's why I'm covering the course introduction. But
Okay.
what we do in generally in Thursday session, we try to cover first two, three lectures. In the Saturday session, remaining two lectures. So we have five lectures every week. So we'll cover the summary along with few questions and your doubts in the Thursday session for first, second, or third lectures. Then in the Saturday session, remaining two lectures will be discussed.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But we expect that before coming to live session, please watch the content, so it will be easier for the instructors to manage the session, right?
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, so you can see supplementary content slides are there. You can simply go through those slides. Now, see, if you want to install PostgreSQL, what you need to do, simply just type PostgreSQL download. Here you can see download PostgreSQL. Okay, so simply click on that, and according to your operating system, you can simply download. So Windows, I'm using Windows, so Windows, and here you can see download the installer at the beginning itself. So you can simply click on download the installer, and then you will come to this particular page, or I can directly share this particular link. You can simply go through that. Okay, so please try to follow this, because sometimes it depends on your system. It may give an error, okay, for you for loading the database for installing. So you can see here we have different versions, but you can, sorry, you can try any version above 14. So this one, but best one is to go with version 14.15. Okay, so we recommend this particular 14.15 or 15.10. That's it. These two version you can go for. Okay, so once you on this particular page, you can see according to your system, you can simply download. So here you can see a download button. You can simply click on download. So download will start. Here you can see download is getting started here, right? So yeah, so you can do that. It will take some time. Okay, if you want, you can do along with me also, because from next week we are going to start directly on SQL part. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Okay.
Sir, I have
Sir,
question from lecture.
Okay. Lecture out, right? Okay. I
Yes.
will discuss after this one.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
complete this. It will not take much time. Yeah. So done. So you need to open this. Let wait for you. Uh, is this visible? I think it's not visible. I guess I need to share my screen. Can you see this PostgreSQL installation? No, right? No. Mm, yeah, setup.
Sir, I have one doubt from OP2. Can I ask?
Yeah, just a second. Let me complete
All
this.
right, sir. All right.
Now this is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So once you click on that particular file, just simply click on next. So here you can see PostgreSQL Server pgadmin. You need to untick this tag builder. Okay, no need to download the stack builder. Untick this tag builder and then continue. Okay. So I already installed. That's why it's showing like this. You can go next, next, next. Okay, so it will take some time to install, because for me it's already installed. That's why it's showing like this. Yeah. Okay. So once you complete this, that's it. You don't need to do anything.
That is
Automatic.
asking for password and
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is asking for password.
You need to set your own password. So any password you can give, but you need to remember that password, because whenever you are
okay.
going to open the pgadmin, it will ask for the password.
Then, sir, what to set for port?
Is by default they are 5433 or 5432.
Okay.
Yeah. I can stop this. So once you install, you will get for password and port. So you can use the default one 5433 or 5432 as a port number. Okay.
Sir, what is port?
Sir,
Huh?
we can choose any password.
Yes, it depends on you. Yeah, it's for your local system. Okay, so let me open the PG admin. Yeah. So once you download everything, you need to close that file, and then in the search box you can search for PG admin. Okay.
So it automatically uh, set the port to 5432. Should I
Then
change to
that's it.
33?
No. Keep it the default one. Otherwise, you can try with 5432 or 5433. But if it is there by default, so don't change it. Yeah. Let me cancel. So will cancel. I already installed. Yeah. What happened? Mhm. Okay. Uh, yeah. So now, so once you download this, just simply search PG admin in the search box, and you can open this PG admin tool here. Okay. So here you can see the whatever the password you have set while installation. When you open PG admin, it will ask for this particular password. Okay. And here you can see servers, different versions that we have installed. So if you have installed 14, you can see PostgreSQL 14 there. Okay, just you need to click after this and enter the password that you have set during the installation.
Sir, is it password only for one time use?
No, you need to enter password every time when you open the PG admin.
Because I am asking this, I have set a password yesterday, and
Uh,
while opening PG admin, I was able to open by filling the password. But today, I currently when I open the PG admin, it is not asking for any password.
okay, I think you just click on the save password, so that is also fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see this PostgreSQL 14, 15. Then you can see different database. But for you, only this Postgres is visible, right? As of now, you need to load all these databases. I will quickly show you how to do that, and then we can discuss the week one notes. Okay, if any one of you are trying, any issue, you already installed. Yes, Saubhagya Nayak.
Sir, what do we need to install for this course? I have joined the meeting late, so I don't know.
PostgreSQL as a data DBMS system. So if you see the portal, we have resources from instructor. In that, we have mentioned the instruction thing. So if you go to that instruction PDF, we need to install PostgreSQL in your system. So for that, just follow that instruction. I already showed in this session, so you can watch the recording also, or simply follow the instruction. Okay,
Sir, when will the recording be made public in YouTube?
Already there. You can simply go to the YouTube link. Yeah.
Is it being live streamed?
Yes, it is live. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, Arjit.
Sir, I just wanted to know, like, are there any differences between different versions of this PostgreSQL that are mentioned on the left, the browser, like SQL 10, SQL 14, 15?
Yeah. So what happens, like once I tried with version 10 and 15, so the data type is for one data type, it is not working in 10 but it's working in 15. So there are minor differences there in some in syntax or sometimes. So like for example, if you enter the date in DDMMYYY format, so it will all take. But if you try to enter the DD, then hyphen, then MM, then hyphen, this type of format, then it is not going to take in Postgre version 10. So previously it was not considering, but in 15 they are going to consider those things as well. So previously we need to mention the slash, now they are taking hyphen as well.
Okay, sir. And
Yeah.
sir, one more thing that you earlier mentioned that there are some syntax differences between among these different DBMS engines, right, sir?
Huh.
So, sir, could you please suggest any book from where we can learn the pure SQL language, independent of these engines?
Okay. You can just refer to one this DBMS by Raghu Ramakrishna. Just go to Google, search DBMS by Raghu Ramakrishna. Week 2,
Yes,
3,
sir.
and 4 very nicely explained in this books. Okay, this particular book is very good for these three topics.
Just a minute, sir.
I will just copy paste the name in the chat. DBMS by Raghu Ramakrishna. You can follow any version, not an issue. Just Google DBMS by Raghu Ramakrishna PDF. You will get that. Okay. So all the first 4 week content is there. You can simply follow that. Every type is mentioned there. Okay. Along with the good number of examples as well as questions. Yes, Abhinav?
Okay, sir.
Sir, in PD admin, there is showing something you are currently running version 8.10 of PD admin 4. However, the current version is 8.12.
This one, right? So it's a version of PGAdmin, not of PostgreSQL. Okay. So PGAdmin is a tool of PostgreSQL, so you can ignore this one, not an issue. So yeah,
Just ignore that.
yeah, not an
Okay.
issue. Yeah. So now once you install this PostgreSQL, what you need to do? Right click on database. Here you can see databases. So first go to that particular version. Right click on database, then create database. For example, you are going to install what FLIS database. Okay, FLIS DB. So FLIS DB, I have not given the name, so I can use that. So FLIS DB, you can give any name, not an issue. So you can see on the left hand side that DB has been created, FLIS DB, right? So now whatever the data set that we have provided, we need to load that. Okay, restore that. So go back to the resources from instructors. You can see dataset folder, download that dataset. In that dataset, if you observe, we have a tar file, .tar file. So you need to download that. Okay, tar file. Yeah. So once you download the tar file, what you need to do? Right click and you can see restore, right? But before that, you need to do one more step. As I've already done this, you can see here where it is. Yeah, file preferences. Then you can see here path, binary paths, right? So you need to set the binary path. So if you have installed version 14, then you need to copy paste the bin location here. So you can see that program files PostgreSQL version 14 and bin. You need to copy paste here and as well as just scroll down here also. And then you can click on save. Okay. Once you done this, then you can go back and load the DB. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Okay. So please follow these steps. You need to set binary path here, and then you can go with the restoration part. Okay. So simply right click on FLISDB, Where is restore? Yeah, restore. Then you need to select that tar file that we have downloaded from the resources from instructor thing. So custom or tar, you can see here, and you can see custom files. Go to all files, then only you can see. So once you download this FLISTB, load this, and you don't need to do anything. Number of jobs or role name, keep it as it is blank, and then click on restore. So you can see process started, process completed. That's it. It means successfully you have restored the database. But in few cases, for example, if you try with eShop, in some cases it will show process failed. But in that case, what you can do, right click on database what you have created. You can see here refresh. Simply refresh, and then just scroll down. Here you can see schemas inside that database. And you have these schemas, then you can just go here, see tables, right? So just look for tables. If tables are present, then that's it, you have successfully installed the database. That's it. Okay. If tables are not present, then you can try it again, but first try to refresh and check whether tables are present or not. So this is what you need to do in the week one. Install pgadmin, load all the four data set. I have just shown one example, but you have to do this for all the four data set. Okay. So do this, and that's it. Week two, sorry, SQL we are going to discuss in week two. Okay. Any question?
Sir, I have a question from OPP. Can I ask?
OP. Okay.
OPP.
Any question regarding this installation part? No, right? Okay. Yes, Ravi.
Sir,
So from
if a person give OPP one exam and passes that, and he think he can get more marks, so will he allowed to give OPP too?
No, no, that is not possible. Only for failed student. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
so from where I can get the bin location of Python.
Which
Sorry, PostGRE.
which system you are using? Windows, Mac,
Yes,
or
sir. Windows.
yeah. So
Windows 11.
just go to the C drive. You can see program files there. Then PostgreSQL folder will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So there it is. So you can see C drive, program files, PostgreSQL folder. Then that particular version, then bin. Okay. So where this
Okay.
PostgreSQL is installed, you need to copy paste the bin location here. Okay.
Sir, which PostgreSQL version do we need to install? There are
14.
multiple.
Yeah. Go with 14 point that is available, or
Sir,
15 you can go. Yeah.
sir, 14.15 is available along with 15.10. So what
No,
should I install?
14.15. Yeah.
And that is not supported, right?
The 14.15 is there, na? 14, version 14. Yeah. You can go with that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So I should create database and then open that tar file.
Yeah. Once you create a database, you need to restore that tar file. Okay. So simply right click on database, and then you can see option of restoring. Okay. Then first download the data set from the folder, and then from the drive, and then you can load this. Okay. So please do this before week two. Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss more about this PG admin, this SQL part in week two. Okay. Any question now?
Sir, so if I don't use PG admin, I just use command line, is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine. Not an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're
Yes,
comfortable with that, yeah, you can do that.
yes, it's more comfortable with it compared to this one.
Yeah, yeah, no issue. But for demo purpose, we'll be using this one. Yeah. The
No
live code.
problem with me.
Yeah. We have a tutorial on that also in a week two. You can just simply go through that. for command line here. Okay, yes, Bhaskaran.
I have SQL 17. Do I have to install 14?
Oh, you already installed version 17?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, then no issue, yeah.
Thank you. It's
Because what,
upward compatible. Whatever
yeah,
data
yeah,
is.
this is compatible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because whatever the data set we have created, we have tested this on version 14 and 15. That's how we recommend. But yeah, you can go with 17 also. Yeah, no issue. Yes, Arjit, yeah.
Sir, I have a query regarding that the this console version, the PG4 admin 4, and the shell, accessing the database using shell. So could you please guide like the companies or the corporate, what do they prefer more, like a person who can easily access the database using shell or command prompt, or the person who uses these PG admin 4 sort of applications, which is more preferable?
See, ideally you should good at using with the command prompt, right? Because if you like nowadays all the DBs are hosted on the cloud providers, right? On cloud, so they have their own SQL editor. So similar to what we are using as a PG
Sir, your
admin.
voice is
Not
breaking.
hello. Wait,
Yes, sir.
am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, if you understand like SQL parts, it doesn't matter. But mostly, you should know how to run this code using a command line also, right? If you see any cloud provider, they also provide this editor kind of thing in their system virtually also, so you can use that. And yeah, you can connect using Python any DB. If you see here on the PostgreSQL or pgadmin also, if your database is in the cloud, you can see Azure. I have one database in the Azure, but still I can connect that server using pgadmin here also, right? So so that any thing is possible, okay? But
Right,
focus more on learning SQL part, so that's not an issue.
right, sir.
But
So
you should know
that means we can
also
ask.
how, yeah, you should know how to use command line as well. Yeah.
Right, sir. Right. So we, sir, can we can ask the company to provide us with these PG4 admin type of applications to access, or
No,
we
no,
have to learn that
they will already have some
Okay.
other tools. Don't worry. Yeah.
Right, sir. So we'll have to learn those as well, the syntax part for that.
No, no, everything is same. You don't need to learn. Syntax will be same. Everything logic will be same. Only tool will get different. That's it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Shivam.
Sir, can you please show me the preferences section once?
Preferences. Yeah. File preferences. Then you can see a binary path here. So here we need to copy paste the bin location here. Okay.
From where we need to copy and paste, sir?
See, if you are using the Windows, you can just
Sir,
simply
we
search
have
where
to paste the bin.
here you can see binary path. Then you can see advanced server binary path. So whatever version you have installed, 14 or 15, you can simply copy paste here and as well as here as well. Okay, and then click on save. So where this particular file get installed in your system, you need to copy that location, bin location, okay, of that file.
Sir, for full stack, they will also ask uh, PDSA related questions in interview, sir.
No, no. See, yeah, it's good to know about the data structure part. Okay, will be useful. So yeah, The if you just go through our entire programming courses, so that will be good enough to become a full stack developer. Don't worry. We have a project
Okay.
also in Mat too on that. So once you go through our all the programming courses, then you can try for internship. You can apply for internship. Okay, because you already have the required skill set. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so don't worry. As of now, just simply focus on the SQL part, learning SQL part. Yeah. Okay, great. So that's it. We'll discuss about SQL in the next week, that is week 2. So till that, please try to install PostgreSQL. Please try to load all the four DBs. Okay. For command line, we have different few prompts. So we already shared in the that particular file. You can just refer to that. Okay, that is good enough. Yeah.
Sir, so this book, how we should do
Which book?
the that
Raghu
official
Raman
book,
Krishna. Right. Yeah. Yeah. For week
uh,
2, 3, and 4, it is very useful.
database system concepts, 7th edition.
Yeah, DBMS by Raghu Ramakrishna. Simply search on Google.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
No, I downloaded the book mentioned in the official page.
Yeah, yeah, that
So,
is also fine. See, whatever the content is there in our syllabus in the slides, all is taken from that particular reference book. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah. So if you want
So,
to explore any topic in detail, you can refer to our reference book. But for SQL and for AR diagram part, you can refer to Raghu Ramakrishna. This is what I am saying.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Raja.
sir, I want to know what is physical schema. Like, I know what is logical schema, but I'm not able to understand what is physical thing here.
Okay, just a second. Slides. Slides. Let me share. Yeah, is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So see, I have taken this from if you go through the slides summary content, so you can see here week 1 to 4 summary slides is there in supplementary content folder. So just refer to that. So here you can see. Okay. So here you can see we have two things: logical level and physical level, right? So if we talk about logical level, all the database design part, okay, database design part is basically a logical level discussion. So ER diagram, when we talk about ER diagram, or we can simply say a schema, uh, relational schema, it deals with the logical level. Okay, so here database design concept, the tables, the foreign key, how, which will be a primary key, which will be a foreign key, right? Constraint, all those deals with the logical level. But now your question is about the physical level, right? Now what I said earlier, we are storing the data in tabular format, but at physical level, how data is getting stored at the storage part, right? So what indexing we are using? Okay, so how data is getting stored in disk, how data is getting stored in disk, for example. Okay, so that is what a physical level is. So here comes the concept of indexing, hashing, all those things. Okay, indexing, hashing. Okay, so storage cost deals with the physical level, and whatever we say a database design part, AR diagram, schema, all those are the logical level discussion part. Okay. So here you can see physical level describe how a record is stored. For example, blocks of storage, right? So if you talk about the PostgreSQL, they are using B plus tree for indexing. Okay. So by default, they are using this particular indexing B plus tree. Logical level is what? Describe data stored in the database and relationship among the data field. So we have different tables, how the tables are related to each other. Okay. So all the concept of database design and schema deals with the logical level and how data is actually stored in the disk. That is basically a physical level. Okay. Indexing and hashing, but you can consider.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So don't worry, all this concept will get clear once you go through the further courses, right? Again, we are going to discuss this thing in the last week. This transaction part you are going to discuss in week 9 and 12. So you will get more idea about this. Then this query processing part. Uh, for this, you need to understand how this relational algebra works. Okay, so that is basically in week 4. Also, you should know SQL query, then relational algebra works. Then you will be able to understand this particular query processing task. Okay. So as of now, just go through the week 1 content and slide. That will be more than enough. So we'll discuss this thing in week 12. This query processing. Once you have discussed everything, then you can understand the better way. Okay. Yeah. Any other question from week 1? Anyone?
So the lecture content is from that book you mentioned
Yeah.
under
Silver
the
Shast and Court. Yeah. In the portal we have mentioned the name. Yeah.
so that book is for a lecture content and a reference for Ramakrishna.
Yeah, there is a book we are using for this course. But what I am saying, if you want to learn SQL and relational algebra part, that is week 4 content in better way. So it is very nicely given in the Raghu Ramakrishna book. Okay,
Okay, sir.
with lot of examples and
Because
yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
because the book mentioned in the portal it has like 500 pages. Like so that's why I'm asking which part to concentrate on.
No, no. You can follow any book, but for week 2, 3, 4, I am saying follow Raghu Ramakrishna. For other week, you can follow this particular book reference book. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir, got it.
Yeah. Yes, Shikha, any question? Okay, Shikha to be wait. हाँ ये सब्जेक्ट क्या
Sir, I have a query regarding the database. Like, if something goes south while executing some command in SQL, so will it only affect the database that is loaded into my PG admin, or will it affect the original data that I have, retrieved or that restored from?
it depends which user. If you have the access of doing the modification, like if you have the access admin access, then yeah, it will reflect in the original DB. If you have only read access, then you cannot update any data.
Okay, like sir, like in the PG
But
admin,
now
like
you are the owner of your DB, like whatever we have stored, it is in your local
yes,
system, right? So whatever you will do,
yes.
it will get updated. Yeah.
So sir, that means it will affect my original file of that university database if I do anything wrong or something goes south.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Should
You
I
can
make a
update.
copy of it?
No, you can again install or you can again restore the DB. No need to worry about that. Yeah.
No, sir, that's what my query is. Like, if I something goes wrong or something
Hmm.
goes south, so will it affect my the file from which I have restored, like that the university tar file that we restored the data? Will it affect that file, or a copy of it is loaded into our PG admin console?
No, the database that you have loaded in your PG admin. Okay.
Yes, sir. Like, is it a copy, or is I am actually accessing the data directly the tar file? That's what my question is.
So we already loaded a data from the tar file into the database now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now whatever you are going to do, that is going to affect the database file. So what you have just simply downloaded that tar file, so it is not going to affect that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Suyash.
Sir, may I share my screen?
Okay. Are you facing any issue?
Yes.
Can you tell me what
Um,
in installation or what?
Sir, I clicked on version 14 after
Okay.
installation.
Click on bean.
Okay.
Yeah, just simply copy paste the location.
Which location, sir?
So just click on that address bar above.
Okay.
Yeah, just copy paste that. Did you copy that?
Yes, sir. Copied. Where
Okay.
should I paste?
PG admin. Go to PG admin. Have you downloaded PG admin?
It says it got installed, but it's not showing.
Just search PG admin. Uh, no, not here. The search option. You can see Windows. After that, we have search option, right? Just no. At the last. At the last. Just
It's,
bottom. You can see search option, right? Search.
search Windows, sir.
Press the Windows button.
Acha, okay,
Here you
okay.
can.
In the
Yeah.
taskbar.
A taskbar. You can. Yeah. You can see PG admin. Yeah. It will take some time. Yeah. Go
Okay, sir.
to left hand side. You can see servers there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Click on that arrow part. Now 14. Okay. Enter the password that you have set during installation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now go to file,
Hi.
preferences. Yeah. Then scroll down for binary path. Left side. Uh, Now 14, right? So you can see server 14. Just copy paste. Again scroll down. Again 14. Yeah. Copy paste. No. Yeah. Just copy paste. And just save. That's it. Now you can create database and load the tar files now. Okay. That's it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Great. So please follow this. Okay. Any other question? Anyone? From course, from PostgreSQL from week 1? Okay.
Sir, could you please help in loading the file also? University.tar.
Okay. Share your screen.
Yes, sir.
Download that tar file. Just download first. Wait. Yeah, download it. Go back to PG admin. Just create any name university. You can go university. Yeah. Save. Okay. On the right hand side, right click. No. Yes. University only. Database name. Right click. Left side. Left side. Sorry. Yeah. Right, right click. Then we have restore. Restore. Select custom.tar. So yeah, custom.tar. Then go to file name. Select
File name.
custom.tar.
Yeah.
Then go to file name. Yeah. Select the file name. You can see that. Yeah. It is in download, right? What you have downloaded.
Yes, sir.
Go to download section. Yeah. Okay, you can see select all files. In the option you have selected backup file dot backup now, all files. Now you can see university, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, now restore. Yeah, completed. Now just right click on database name and refresh. Database name, okay. Now just go to schemas.
Scheme.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see schemas. Click on the arrow. Yeah, then you can see tables there. Scroll down. If tables are there, then you are successfully, yeah, table are there. So yeah, you successfully installed the restore the DB. Yeah. So in this way, you have to do all the three remaining one also. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it from my side. Please install PG admin because from week 2 onwards we are going to focus on SQL part. And yeah, for week 1, if you have doubt, you can ask. In Saturday session also we have one more session, so no worries. But yeah, just go through the slides and the lectures. That will be good enough. Yeah. Any question? Any doubt? Okay. Asset properties, we are going to discuss that thing in detail in week 10 transaction part. Okay, so don't worry about that. Yes, so Bhagya.
Sir, while installing PostgreSQL, a pop-up page appears. Welcome to Stack Builder. In that, what we will select the remote server
No,
or
no,
the
no, no.
PostgreSQL 1464 bits.
We don't need to install Stack Builder. You can cancel that. Okay. So if you like, if you watch the recording on YouTube, I have unticked that Stack Builder before installation, during installation. So no need to install Stack Builder.
I didn't knew because I followed the resources and there it was mentioned to install the Stack Builder, so I did that.
No, no. You can cancel, not an issue.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Cancel that Stack Builder. Yeah. Okay, acid isolation and atomicity. Okay, let me discuss that in short. But anyway, in week 10, you can understand a better way. Is my screen visible? White screen, this one? Aditya?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
So when I say acid, so for example, transaction, how transaction happens, right? Let's say I have account 1 and account 2. I am transferring 50 rupees from account 1 to account 2. Let's say initially I have 100 rupees and here I have 200 rupees, right? So I am transferring from account 1 to account 2. So from here it will get debited, from here it will get credited, right? So what is atomicity? A means what? Atomicity here. Atomicity. Now what is atomicity here? Whatever the transaction is happening here from account 1 to account 2, that should be completely that should be completed, or it should not happen fully, right? It should not have suppose in between if there is some server error, so that particular transaction should get cancelled. So that atomicity will ensure that so other transaction will happen fully or cancelled. Okay. Consistency means what? For example, before transaction in account A, there was 100, account A1, 100 rupees, in account A2, 200 rupees. So total, we have 300 rupees. After transaction, in account A1, 50 rupees, in account A2, 250 rupees. But here total is what? Also 300 rupees, right? So before and after transaction, my database is in consistent state. So that is what consistency is. Now, isolation is what? So there are multiple transactions happening at the same time, right? So one transaction should not affect another transaction. That is what isolation is. Durability is what? Whatever the changes happen here, debited and credited, that should be persistent. That is what durability is. It should not like that. Okay, I transfer 50 rupees now, and after 2 days again it will come back to your account, right? This should not happen. That's what durability is. Okay, so this is durability. So atomicity, either transaction should fully happen or it should cancel. Consistency, the data before the transaction and after transaction should be same. So amount, you can see both the account, if I just sum up, both are same. Isolation, multiple transaction can be there, it should not affect. Durability is what? Whatever changes happen in the database, for example in account, that should be persistent, right? So it should not reflect, like for example again, it should not give 50 rupees back to account A1, right? So that is what durability is. So simple example for asset properties. Again, we'll discuss that thing in detail in the week 10. Any question, Aditya? Is it easier? Okay, clear, good. Yeah. So that's what I said. Whatever we have discussed in the week one, we have just introduced the terminology. So each and everything we'll discuss in the further week. So asset is a big thing because it deals with the transaction part. So we'll discuss that in the week 9 and 10.
Sir, can I leave?
Yeah, so that's it from my side. So yeah, we are done with the session part. So please install the PostgreSQL before the week 2. And if you have any doubt in week 1, you can watch the content. You can ask the Saturday session also. Okay, Saturday session we only take the doubt from the week 1. So that's it, because we already discussed the installation part in this session. Okay, thank you. But from next week, we'll go fully with the practice of SQL part. Okay, so please watch the lectures before coming to session. Yes, Sobhan.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you,
that
sir.
advice.
Sir, how to prepare for the OPPA, DBMS OPPA? Can you share some tips?
Okay, I already discussed that at the beginning. See, we have week 2, 3, and week 7 in syllabus, right? In week 2 and 3, we discuss SQL. In week 7, we have Python database thing. So for preparation part, first go through GPA and practice assignment question. Okay, grade and practice assignment questions are the very important. I'm talking about the programming part. Okay, so we have programming assignment also in our weekly assignment. So just try to solve those. And yeah, for SQL it depends on how good you are, like how much practice you do, right? So if you remember the syntax, understand the logic part or no, for that you need to do practice. And for that purpose we have share the questions. You can see that resources from instructor, we have 30 SQL question, we have assignment. So if you go through the assignment and those 30 SQL question, so that will be good enough. And also we are going to release the mock test 1 week before the OP. Also attempt that mock test, so that will be good enough for OPE exam. But again, it depends how much practice you do for SQL part. So that's why we have added the hacker rank those challenges. If you see a placement activity file there in the portal, we have some hacker rank challenges for SQL. So you can try that also. It will help you to do practice for OPE as well.
Sir, is it possible to complete all the tasks given in placement document?
For DBMS, yeah, you can do, not an issue. So
Okay, sir.
what I will suggest, this is your first term for diploma, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as you go through the courses, just look at the placement activity point and try to do that. For
Okay,
DBMS,
sir.
see, then if you take PDSA, then go for that. Okay, like this.
Oh, sir, for placement points, we should complete the task before the term ends, right?
Before?
Before that, end-term exam. Is it
No,
like that?
it's not like that. Yeah, it depends on you. You can do it after once you complete the course also.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Arjit, yeah?
Sir, I need some guidance from you regarding the selection of the courses, sir. Like in this term, I have only selected for DBMS. So
Okay.
like for in the next the next sesh terms. So what should I opt for based on DBMS? Like what would be the a course, a good course that I should follow?
So are you a full-time student or working professional or what?
Sir, full time student.
Yeah. So now DBMS, then next time you can go with the MAD one definitely, and PDSA part. Then you can
Okay,
select any other course like for system command if you're planning for three courses. But for two courses, MAD one and PDSA.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Aditya. Week 2, 3, and 7 will have programming assignment. Only 3 weeks. Rest the weeks we have objective as usual. Okay. Okay. Great. Yes. Pratyaksh Pandey.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, I want to ask that we will had only one OPP in DBMS, right?
Yes. One.
And there will be two chances to complete that DBM OPP.
Not two chances. If you fail the first one, then you can get the chance for get a chance for second one. Okay.
And so, what's the syllabus for OPP? Like you said, only week 2, 3, and 7 will contain the GRPS.
Yes, that is the syllabus for OP as well.
Like only week 2, 3, and 7.
7. Yes. Yeah. 3 weeks, and I have discussed the pattern also initially. So 7 question will be based on SQL, and 2 question will be based on Python DB. That is week 7. And out of those 2 questions, anyone you need to solve mandatorily. Okay.
Okay, so one question from Python database connectivity and overall 35%, more than 35% to pass the
Yes.
OPP.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And for Python DB, please do attend the live session. Again, I am saying because last time also we said, otherwise you will do some minor mistake, and because of that you are going to fail the OP, right? So we know what student what student do. So we generally tell them what are the mistake that other student do. So please don't do that. So please do watch the live sessions before the OP. Yeah, do attend the sessions. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Sir, in lecture 1.2, what is audit and archival in evolution of data management?
Lecture 1.2. Let me check. Is it a history thing? 1.2.
It is evolution of data management.
Evolution of data manage. Which slide? Evolution of data manage after this.
Why DBMS 1 module?
Okay. No, yeah. Yeah, can you repeat? What is your question?
I'm asking about audit and archival in evolution of data management, where storage, retrieval, and transaction happens.
Okay. Audit and archival. Okay. So archival means like what happens like suppose we are not using any data window any like for example WhatsApp chat, right? So we can have option to archive that particular chat, right? Data. So that is what data archival is. Audit is what data auditing is a different concept little bit, but we make sure that uh, data like should be persistent in the data base. Whatever the update we have done, we should have each and every information at what time we have done which update. That is regarding a data audit part. Okay. So that's what this slide said. Management of data or record is a basic need of human society. So when we talk about the audit, so you can consider as financial audit, right? How we manage our financial thing. So we need to audit that. Similarly, in case of data as well. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone. Yes, so yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, just one last request. Sir, could you please share that notebook that you had, used in this session?
Okay. I've just
The link
written one or two slides only.
pages. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I will share that. So you can see in the calendar we have one option of file. So I will upload it there. Okay. In the
Sure,
calendar
sir.
you can check. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Thank you everyone. Bye
Good
bye.
night,
See
sir.
you next week. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.